Chapter 150 of Chainsaw Man committed the ultimate sin of media. You do not kill animals. You can kill as many human beings as you want to, as many innocent people can die as you can possibly imagine in the most barbaric and horrific, gruesome ways. But the moment you kill an animal, more specifically a pet, then all bets are off. Now, granted, we don't see any bodies, so there could always be a retcon to this. They could have been out of the apartment. Somebody could have saved them, yada, yada, yada. You know, it's still possible, but it seems to be implied in this chapter that Meowie and all the dogs have been burned to a crisp. Another short but very powerful chapter of Chainsaw Man because of, well, one, the deaths of all of Denji's pets by Barum, who is just like sitting there being like, well, you know, I figured I had to like hurt some of your family to get you to do what I want. Again, everybody wants Denji to do something for them. And it's like, what does Denji want, you know, out of life? He is just such a pawn in everybody else's story, and he's just led in so many different directions. And it's like, what does Denji want? What does he care about, you know? And it really comes down to, like, I think the themes of connection and just wanting somebody to, like, attach himself to, or just wanting somebody to actually give a shit about him, not because they want something from him, but because they just like him. And the closest thing he has to that right now is Nayuta. She's like the last remnant of that, right? And even that relationship dynamic can get a little strange. But that's it, man. And the pets. Obviously, pets, your pets love you no matter what. Pets love you unconditionally. Unlike people, you know, once your pet bonds to you, that's it. Like, you have a friend for life, you know? So they're creatures that are never going to judge you too harshly. They're always going to be happy to see you. And they're gone. I'm reminded of the entire story of John Wick. I just rewatched John Wick Part 4, and I remember the entire story started because they killed his dog. Yeah, I get it. You know what I mean? I think about my cat. If anybody ever did something to my cat, like, I would literally just turn into the Punisher and go on a tirade and sacrifice my entire life for vengeance. Like, I get it. But before Denji gets back to his apartment and sees that it's on fire, he has this moment where he thinks about Pochita, which is really cool because we haven't seen Pochita in the manga for a very, very long time. Obviously, because he's no longer around, he's part of Denji. And I think, you know, it can always be ambiguous. Like, I don't know if Denji is like literally talking to Pochita, or if he's just like having a vision of some sort, just having like an idea of Pochita, because with them being merged and all that kind of, it is kind of hard to really pinpoint like exactly what could be happening. But he talks about your dream came true, right? Like, you always wanted a normal life. And if he's going back with Nayuta, they're thinking about, oh yeah, you know, she's got to go back to school the next day. You got to walk the dogs. You got to wake up and do this and get ready. And just like this everyday mundane life that Denji always considered that he wanted. But again, what does Denji actually want? And you see him in his kind of childlike form here. I say form. I read too much manga. Regardless of all the hardship that he's gone through because of all of this happening and him being Chainsaw Man gave him an identity. It gave him somebody he could be. And not like an alter ego, but just like a vessel to be who he wants to be. You know, a vessel to do the things that he wants to do. And by not being able to do it, you know, holding himself back in order to protect Nayuta, but also not wanting to transform because falling into, you know, the plans and development that everybody else has for him. Again, it comes down to that choice. It's like, what does Denji want to do? And here in this moment, you know, it's not, he doesn't want to be forced into being Chainsaw Man, right? But at the same time, he wants to do it on his own terms. And here you have Barum, who's just like, fuck you, you know, fuck your pets. I'm going to do whatever I can to get this to happen. And it's been this big buildup for a long time because we haven't seen Denji turn into Chainsaw Man for quite a while in the manga. So you know that Fujimoto is building it up to be this big momentous moment once it finally happens. And I think it's going to happen on Denji's terms. And I think this is going to be a crucial moment to kind of decide that. Like, what's he going to do? Because if he does transform, you know, Nayuta is up on the chopping block. If he doesn't, then what does he do? Just kind of like sit back and let Barum do whatever he wants to, you know what I mean? So it is a very conflicting moment. I don't think that he's going to change yet. I don't think that he's going to transform yet. I think with, you know, Fumiko and everybody else coming in to kind of distract, I think something else might happen. I think Asa might even show up. And I do think a big battle sequence is going to go down, but I think that the manga is going to edge us a little bit more until Chainsaw Man finally returns, you know, fully. And good on Fumiko for backup, by the way, because they told her to leave. They told her, like, Nayuta's just like, get the hell out of here, I don't need you. And then she comes back and, like, helps out in a clutch. So anytime you have a cute, dark-haired girl with a midriff, you want to keep her around for whatever reason. Anyways, guys, what did you think of Chainsaw Man Chapter 150? What did you think about the conversation between Denji and Pochita? How literal do you take that conversation as far as Pochita being there? And, bro, fucking, what do you think about that? Like, all the pets died. What the fuck? I mean, is it time for Denji John Wick? I don't know, man. I literally don't know. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Give the video a thumbs up and a comment to help it out in the algorithm. Let me know what you thought of the chapter, and I guess we'll just have to wait to see what happens next. But I still don't think that we're going to get Chainsaw Man yet. I think the manga is still saving that for a... I mean, this is a big moment, but I think it's saving it for a bigger moment. I think we might have Asa show up or something else happen. I think, again, it's going to continue to subvert. But let me know what you think. Thanks for watching. I'll talk to you next time.